Good afternoon. So, it arrived. The HASA made in Taiwan little road bike that I've got for my partner. It actually arrived. I'm so happy. So yeah, we're gonna crack open the box, take a look. I'm really surprised with how fast it came. This is now buying from cyclingdeal.com.au. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Wow, look at those tires. Those look really cool. Fuck, it looks better than the other one. Okay, beautiful. Let's pull it out. Let's have a look at this bad boy. All right. Okay, and at the bottom of the box is always your little box of goodies. There. Let's throw it over and take a bit of a look. Wow, look at that. Okay. Right. So it looks very nice. Continental Ultra Sport tires, which was better than what came on my Polygon bicycle. Shimano Claris, the same as on my Polygon bicycle. The only thing that was different on the Polygon was the front fork. This one's an all aluminium front fork. Looks very nice. Gosh! I'm actually blown away by how nice this looks. Okay, well, we'll get it out, move some bikes around and whatnot, and take a closer look at it in a second. Okay, so we got the little R4 more or less coming out of its wrapping. It's also exciting. Okay. Ah, right. That's what that's for. I'll have to dig that out of the box. As it is, I would have said that this bicycle is actually so far a little bit nicer than the Polygon one. Okay, because so basically what I've done here is this is my partner's bike. This is a surprise. She's gonna get this bike because she doesn't want to do mountain biking. So I said, fair enough and whatnot. So she's gonna get this one. And again, oops. We don't want to, if you're getting into road cycling and whatnot, you know, we're not really 100% sure if we're gonna stick at it or what the story is and whatnot. So figure get some cheaper bikes, something that looks quite nice, and you know, just see how we like it and take it all easy and go from there. So hence this little R4. Now, oh, for goodness sake, I'm really ripping that up. Now, this thing's come with Continentals. Really nice Continental Ultra Sport tires. They look great. They feel a bit weak and whatnot, but they'll have huge amounts of grip. Whether they're puncture prone or not is a different story. Other differences between the Stratus and this one is put that headset in properly. Anyway, is the front fork. This is an all aluminium front fork. The Polygon Stratus that I've got has a carbon front fork. This they are both an aluminium frame. This frame, however, for the most part, in all honesty, looks slightly better. Like this frame, it's welding, and the way that the tubes have been formed, especially if you have a look at the polygon stratus on the lower triangle, it's weird. It's like they've just taken vice grips and just bent the section back here to flatten it out for tire clearance, whereas this one looks like it's been hydroformed, which would be better. It's also looks to be running slightly thicker welding. It's got the same group set, so monoclaris. Yeah, so the only other main difference really between this and the polygon is the polygon was actually set up from the get-go with the handlebars essentially installed and ready to go, and all you had to do was just a minor tune-up of it. This one, on the other hand, as you can see, there's no cabling running through it, so they've given you it all. It's all here. But it's not ready to go as is. So it'll take a bit of tinkering, and you just have to run the cabling through the bike. It's a very simple thing. What they've got is they've just got the cables that will run down the outside of your front tube there for front and rear derailleur. And if you can do that, fair enough, then it should be a fairly easy thing to build up. And we'll come back once I've got it a bit. Okay, so getting a little closer to getting the thing actually spinning and riding, and gee, you know, it really does look like an absolutely killer bike. It really does. It's just, to me, it's got that look that you look for in a road bike. It's just nice, sleek lines, has it all. One interesting thing that has been bugging me a bit with this one, and it's not a big thing for me, because I just happen to have a whole bunch of spare derailleur hoses and brake hoses if I need it and whatnot. But this one's actually missing the little hose that connects from the rear derailleur here to that. And that's actually staggering. That goes on as is, because that's off another bike that I built a while back. I don't even think I need to trim that or anything. I think that type of bend's maybe a bit much, but at least it's not kinked or anything. That's pretty good. But yeah, so the cables run on the outside of the bike, then from the shifters there run underneath down tube there, and then they go into these little holders here where they split for the front derailleur, and you've got the cable coming to your rear derailleur. And it's all external, all very easy to maintain, and yeah, so if you don't mind cables being on the outside of the bike, go for it. But we'll go on a little further, and this is just your box of goodies here. Reflectors. It's always a good idea to have a bunch of reflectors on your bike, at least that way you're nice and able to be seen. Thank goodness they've gone for a smaller bell, so I'll give my partner a bell. She'll at least use it. They've given you a thick manual for it, and they do explain exactly how you go about building it. So if you've never been into building bicycles before, all the information is here for you, and it'll go through it quite well. So it's all there for you and whatnot if you do need or require it. I generally keep the main manual for the bike in case you ever want to sell the bike on. At least then you can give the next person the manual for it. The rest goes into the recycling. All right, so we'll continue. Okay, so this is the little HASA R4, all done up and completed as it comes in the box. Obviously, it's not going to have the greatest of pedals. I mean, they're as low as you can go on pedal wise. I noticed that the Ultra Sport Continentals that it comes with is actually 23 mil. That's very small, so we'll probably end up replacing those with something a bit bigger. They are very nice though. I might try them on mine, but I think they're well too thin. Lovely ergonomic bar, handlebar that's on it. It's a really nice design. Again, the grip, very nice. Overall, just a great little bike for the price. I really doubt you're gonna beat it. One of the things I did have a problem with is this brake cable is unbelievably tight. If you look at that, they've cut it too short. So it took me ages, and I fought with that little brake cable like you cannot believe. But at the end of the day, I did get it on, and it's working quite well. I've torqued it up to specs, and I've blown out whatever that is there. You know, obviously they're using bits and pieces that aren't the best quality, but as an overall picture, I'm very happy with it, and it looks really nice. It's shifting gears well enough. Yeah, it's obviously too small for me. This is the little 56 centimeter one, and yeah, it's a nice little bike. Really dislike the seat. Really hard, uncomfortable seat. But then again, so is this one. There's one over there that's pretty good. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she goes with it on the road and what we all think of it. And yeah, there you have it. So if you got any questions, feel free to ask for your life type of thing. And that is the HASA R4 all built up. So it's not the easiest bike to basically get running. I don't like dealing with triples on the front like that, especially with this system. But you know, it just takes enough time to fiddle around with it. So far I have put 2 hours just getting it into where I'm happy with it myself, because if I'm riding a bike, I want it to stop properly, I want it to do everything nicely. So yeah, that's the HASA R4.